I've been looking forward to playing Rocket League for a while. I mean, if you've seen a trailer or watched a match streaming on Twitch, it looks like a lot of fun. It's car soccer. It's one of those ideas that seems tailor-made for enjoyment. My only fear was that it wouldn't live up to my expectations, which is always a dangerous prospect. Playing Rocket League reminded me of the hours I spent in younger days playing Worms, mostly Worms World Party. Worms is a game that is so unique and bizarre in its execution that even when you're having your ass served to you on a silver platter, you're usually having a good time. It's not to say that Rocket League doesn't have its share of frustrations. Despite the clever setup of laying your cars out at the start of each round to allow each team member a chance at offensive and defensive positions, very few people you play with online will stay back to be the goalie. On the other hand, as the goalie, when I made a mistake and allowed the opposing team to score, I felt terrible, like I had let my teammates down. I guess it's how invested you allow yourself to become in the game and how confident you are in your abilities that leads to having a more carefree attitude. I became obsessed with doing the best I could, given my limited skill in the game. Like Worms, such an approach paid off with some spectacular highlights, as few and far between as they may have been. My issue stems from a fault that I and many others find themselves affected by. No one is perfect when they start something new, yet a lot of us feel like we should be. So as beginners, we become tense and frustrated with our performance. In extreme cases, it can lead to disengaging altogether. In hindsight, it's easy to see why Rocket League triggered this. As I said earlier, it's car soccer. I may be an American living in Australia, so I don't enjoy the world's favorite sport like people in other parts of the globe do. This is evident as I call it soccer, but I do know how to play it. I've also played enough racing games to know how to drive a car with a game controller. Despite these two facts, Rocket League has a unique learning curve. The way the physics engine works and the abilities you possess take some time getting used to. Much of my frustration was missing the ball by a hair because I had misjudged it, and either came just before or just after I would have connected. Add to this an over-reliance on jumping or double-tap dodge, you can start to question why you can't seem to do something that seems so simple. Of course, once you play a little more, you start to learn how to save the right moves for the right time. You learn what fracases to avoid, and as the goalie, you learn when not to leave the area in front of the goal. It reminded me of my Little League baseball training as a kid, learning to tell that split-second difference between a strike and a ball as it's coming at you. As you learn, you gain experience to unlock customization options, and let's be honest, who doesn't want a sombrero on their car? The way you earn points is also quite clever, as solid hits to the ball and other actions will reward them. And you could end up topping the game's leaderboard having not even scored a goal, just having been in the right place at the right time. Rocket League is a game I want to play more of. That idea is of little significance to most of you, but you would not believe the list of games I want to play for future videos, both in the impressions and critiques category. And of course, there's always the chance that an impressions game will interest me enough to play all the way through for a critique. I schedule my game time to allow for this, and yet, I want to spend extra time in the evenings driving around in chase of a soccer ball, and when I can't get into a standard game, a hockey puck. As Andy Samberg's impression and Nicolas Cage would say, that's high praise!